Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, my tongue is a little blue. I just had a fun dip. Ella insisted I sit down and ate one with her. So I did, no big deal. I have orders going on 3 of the 5 printers. Tim's using the other bigger one. And then Mighty Mouse, my printer, the small one. It is not running right now, but it is sitting on top of Tim's newest printer. So yesterday Tim got his, or 2 nights ago, Tim got his newest printer that he was building finished. And then yesterday he spent like most of the day programming it, getting it to work. We printed, this is the second thing that we've printed on it so far. So we've got a purple Uno box going on this one. Like I said, this one here is just sitting here. This one's not actually printing. It doesn't even have the extruder on it, honestly. Because I think he used the parts from my printer for this one. So I think this one here is just going to be out of commission for a while. And honestly, we may just end up selling this one because it's quite small. And I won't be doing craft shows. And I honestly haven't taken it to a craft show. Which is the main reason that we got it. But plus he wanted to see, like, honestly how small it was. But right now he has it stacked on top of his newest printer because of the spool holder. This one here doesn't have a spool holder, so he has it on this one and it's running down and in to the extruder there. I have an Uno box going here in blue. Like I said, Tim's using this one. I don't know what he's printing on there. And then we have another Uno box going on this printer. So I have a total of 3 Uno boxes going on the 3 printers. I have 2 Uno boxes that I finished last night, and then a skull pencil holder that I finished last night as well. I have 1 more Uno box, I think. I had got a lot of orders for Uno boxes over the last couple of days. So let's see, I had an orange, which is printing, red, which is done, another red, which is done, a white, which I need to print, purple and blue, which are currently printing, and then I have a fidget clicker and another skull pencil holder that needs printed as well. So that's currently what is all printing. The purple and the orange are actually the colors needed for the fidget clicker, so it kind of works out so that I can just start them up as soon as the Uno boxes get done. We've got I just got the house like organized, and I've been keeping up with the sweeping and the mopping, and now my brain is like fried right now because Tim moved all of this stuff out and then he didn't put it back this afternoon because he wants to do something with the floor before he puts it all back. But now my mind is just like screaming. So we've got like the filament totes here. My deep freezer is pulled away from the wall quite a bit. Everything is just out away from the wall, and it's honestly just making my anxiety go so high. So you guys can see this spot here on the floor where the rock used to be. That line right there is actually where the rocks ended on this part. But he's going to put down another piece of this Luan stuff temporarily right here, just to help make things move a lot smoother. So that is very rough to move. It's very hard to move because it doesn't like to slide on this stuff. So we're going to put down the Luan, just like I said, temporarily, until we get, like until the nicer weather gets here and he can rip up all the floorboards. But that's why everything is pulled out away from the wall. And it's just driving me absolutely nuts because I don't like it. Out, it was somewhat sort of mostly organized, and now it's just a clustered mess. And it's just, drives me nuts. But yeah, so he's going to be fixing that. I do need to go through that stand there and figure out what to do with all of its stuff. Burning boxes, which he's going to burn boxes tomorrow night. I have all of my plates and bowls over here because I'm going to donate those. I just need to find a box to put them in to take them up. I'll probably end up donating this blanket too. This is my Twilight watching blanket. I made this last year or 2 years ago. I thought it was really cute, but I just don't watch Twilight because Tim doesn't like it, so I'm not going to ever really use it. This stand here, though, is absolutely disgusting because we had a fish tank years ago at this point, and it had, I don't know, it was really weird. We bought it brand new, and from the day that we bought it, I don't know if it was just like a bad thing, but it had a slow leak around the base. So if you guys know fish tanks, it's got like the 4 glass panels and then the glass bottom, obviously, and then it has like a black trim that holds, like holds the seal to the tank, you know, as it's like glued in place to keep everything all together. We had a really slow leak around there, slow enough that you couldn't find a leak really, but bad enough that within a week our water level would be down that far and I would have to add more water. And we just never got a new fish tank, and it just ate and ate and ate away at this table and made it mold, and it looks absolutely vile. Like, it looks so disgusting. I can show you guys if you guys are interested, but I think Tim's gonna burn that stand tomorrow, so I need to figure out what to do with this stuff. Hey shorty, what are you doing? Are you trying to poop?
No.
You better not be, because I heard you grunting.
I just burped, that's all.
Okay. Well, make sure if you gotta go potty, you go. I'll get you a piece. Hold on. Okay? We're still trying to push the potty training really hard. But yeah, anyways, so the stand, I think he's gonna burn it. And then we have a donation bag, a garbage bag, a can bag, all kinds of stuff. We finally got that metal cut and out of the way. Hey, go sit down, I'll get you your gum, okay?
Okay.
We finally got that metal out of the way. Tim cut it into smaller pieces and he's gonna be throwing it away tonight. So yeah, we've just kind of been doing all kinds of stuff. I need to get Ella's laundry folded for one. Please excuse this red mark. I have like a bump here. It's really itchy. I get it every once in a while. I'm not sure why. And then after I leave it alone and I'll end up, you know, going to bed tonight, it doesn't itch. It only itches every couple of days. But yeah, so I have to hide her bubble gum in the bathroom because she likes to try to take a full piece, and I'm not gonna give her a full piece. I give her like at most a half piece. So I have to try to hide it. So yeah, I'm getting her a little bit of bubble gum. She actually does really well with chewing it but not swallowing it. So this is what I give her versus the size. But yeah, she actually does really well with bubble gum. So on occasion I'll give it to her as a treat, but I don't give it to her all the time because obviously it's not good for you. I'm gonna close it back up, put it back in my vanity cupboard here. She doesn't go in my vanity drawer, so she doesn't ever know that it's there. Let's go give her her bubble gum. All right, Shorty, here you go. Bubble gum.
Why is it shaped like that?
I don't know. Because I bit it. Another thing that I have to get done today is, oh, excuse me. This tote here has little bits of rock and everything left in it. So I gotta get that bagged up and out in a garbage bag, ready for garbage tonight. But my washer's going a little crazy. Oh gosh. Alright, so there's a load of her laundry in the dryer. It's like a half load. That's in the dryer. The loads that's in the washer is gonna need flipped to the dryer. I feel like there's so much stuff that I gotta do. But yeah, but in regards to my printer, Mighty Mouse, we're gonna see if our friends want to buy it. If they do, then like obviously they make payments on it because it's Tim's best friend, so we don't have a problem with that. The Tim is gonna end up fronting me the money. Huh? Yep. But he's gonna give me the money since it's my printer. I didn't pay for the printer, but he's gonna give me that so that I can use it to buy whatever I want for the baby. I'm looking at a possible new crib. I like hers, but I don't love hers. When we bought hers, I got it on a really good sale. I got it for like, I think I got her crib for like 75 bucks, brand new, like from a store. It wasn't like off of Facebook or anything, which is why we bought that one, but I don't love it, and the color of it's not really gonna go well with the nursery. So I'm thinking about a possible white crib, and then I'm gonna get a dresser, but that stuff's obviously gonna be stuff that I'm not gonna be able to buy right now because we just don't have the room to store it, but it's gonna be stuff that I know that this money is gonna go towards. So I'll probably tell Tim to put it in like a savings or whatever, just so I don't happen to spend it. But then I'm gonna use it when it's closer to her arrival to get the washer and the dryer, or not what? I hear the washer and the dryer, but to get the dresser and a possible new crib. Like I said, I'm not 100% set on the crib, but then I can use it to buy like the crib sheets and the rug and anything and everything for baby girl's room that I'm gonna need. I also am hoping that our local liquidation place gets their cubicle organizers in this week. So I asked them last week if they had any, and all they had was a 9 cube. I don't want a 9, I need like a 6 or an 8. Preferably an 8, but I'll make do with a 6. But she told me that they were getting a lot of stuff from Target this week, that check back in Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, and they should have more. So I'm really hoping I can get my hands on a white 8 cube. I'm really hoping it's white. I don't really want it to be black, but if it's black, that's totally fine too. But it's gonna go over here in this corner. It should fit perfectly between the TV and the wall. If not, I'll just turn it sideways, no big deal. But that's why I got that stand out of here. As of right now, I just have like a makeshift stand. This obviously needs to go out. This is just trash, boxes, stuff like that. I've got my garbage can down there with my diamond painting table on top to get that heater up off of the ground. But once we get the cubicle organizer, I can put the heater up on top of that for right now. But I am obsessed. So yesterday I got in the cubicle bins and the paint to make them. So I thought about ironing them on like heat transfer vinyl. But some people said they don't have the best of luck and it burns. So I didn't want to take the chance and burn them, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because these ones are like a glossy, like it's not like a fabric, it's like a glossy, it's really hard to explain, but it's like, you guys can see like the shimmer of like the light and stuff, like it's a very glossy one as opposed to like the traditional fabric ones. But I got a fabric paint anyways, and that's what I use, and I made cow spots on them. So I did all 8 of them last night, the best that I could. Even went over some of the little bits of the handle there. But yeah, so they all have different cow spots, different sizes and shapes of cow spots. For example, here's 2 of the other ones that I did. But yeah, so the bins are ready. Now I just have to wait to get my organizer, and then that's gonna hold baby girl's clothes, diapers, wipes, stuff like that while she's in our room until we get her room completely built. And then once her room is finished, it'll transfer into her room and I can use it for whatever I want. Like Ella's right now, it had more bins in it as she was little, before she got this big dresser, but now she's got 5 of the cubes with books. One that just has a trash can. This one has some blankets and like her little first birthday and third birthday tutus and some lights and stuff that I need to do with. And then these over here have wipes. So that's hers is just kind of grown into a bookshelf, which I'm sure baby girls will do the same thing as she gets older, and that's fine. But the reason why I did the cow spots on the bins myself is because I was looking. I looked everywhere, high and low, for these cow print organizer bins. I found some on Amazon, which is exactly what I was looking for. It had like the metal like hole for your hands to go through to pull out, as opposed to like the little fabric handle. I didn't want the fabric handle on it, but obviously you make do with what you can afford or whatever at the time. Obviously I could afford it, but I just didn't want to be paying so much for these bins. And for a pack of 4, it was $40 for 4 of the bins. That didn't come with anything except for the canvas bins with the metal handle.
How'd you glue on me?
How'd you get blue on you?
Green. Because from them.
Okay, you're fine. But yeah, it would have been $80 to fill up an 8 cube organizer, or it would have been $75. You're done with the gum? Go spit it in the black bag. Hey, the black bag, there you go. But yeah, so good job. So all right, hold on. Hey, wait, you just had 2 fun dips. Let's let that go through our system first, and then we can have a lollipop in a little bit after dinner. Okay? But yeah, I was not about to pay that much for cubicle bins. No ma'am, I just told you no, not until after dinner. Ella, don't.
It's not for dinner.
No, you're gonna eat it after dinner.
It's not for after dinner.
Yes it is, miss, because you've already had 2 fun dips. You're not having a lollipop too.
Oh, man.
You'll be alright. You're not gonna wither away into nothingness, I promise. Anyways, so yeah, I was not about to pay that much for cubicle bins. Like, that's more than I'm gonna be paying for the organizer. No thanks. I found an 8-pack on Amazon, which is the bins that I got with the fabric handle. They had, I think it was like 26 something, 29 after tax, for the 8 bins. And then the fabric paint I got, I think it was $8 or something like that, which I could have probably gotten a smaller one. I could have honestly gotten a better deal at Joann's, but I knew that those were coming in on Monday, and I had not planned to get to Meadville or any other craft store area until I took Ella to school today. So I just figured I'd order it on Amazon, spend a couple extra bucks, but at the same time it saves me a trip to Meadville for it. But she helped me with a couple of them. I think they turned out really cute, and I cannot wait to see it in the organizer. But the reason why I want a white organizer preferred over a black is because it would show the cow spots better. But no big deal, either way it'll be fine. But I'll just have to wait and check our local distribution, like gosh, what words, our local liquidation place on Thursday. It's currently Tuesday. See if they got any 6 or 8 cube bins or cube organizers in. So I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna finish my water, and then I'm gonna get coffee, wait for this laundry to get finished, go in, switch over, or not switch over, but go in, fold all of Ella's laundry, get it all put away, come out, do garbage, get like the bedroom and bathroom and everything garbage already. Tim already emptied out this one into the bigger bag that has like the metal and stuff in it. He doesn't like to just put a bag of metal. He throws some other normal trash in it, or in with it. So that one's gonna be, like the rest of that's gonna be for like our juice bottles and stuff like that, that we can't recycle those because we're not paying that much for recycle bins just to be able to recycle a few bottles every week. Because their recycling prices are ridiculous where we live. So the rest of that bag's gonna be for those. I think I have 2 juice bottles and a milk jug that I'm gonna be throwing out. But I need to go in, fold her laundry, get this all laundry switched over and everything, do what I can, get the garbage ready, work on that tile, and then if I have time, I'm gonna go in and clean Ella's bedroom window and then hopefully our bedroom window. And then tomorrow I'll probably clean this window here and this one over here. There is one back here, but I'm not gonna be able to get to it because of the bookshelf and the printer here. And then there's also one behind the fridge that I'm not gonna be able to get to because the fridge is obviously there. But then we've got this one over here that I will need a footstool for. But my plan tonight is after Tim gets that like piece of the flooring down, I'm hoping he'll take this stuff out to the van, get it out of here, and we can put my deep freezer up here. Please wait, okay? But I'm hoping I can just move my deep freezer up here so everything's right here, and then he can have that entire space. We can use it for like the filament and stuff, and then he can work on like the walls or whatever he needs to down that way. Plus it gets the clutter off of this section and moves some of the stuff up here. Sit, please. Ella, touch him and you won't get one. Thank you. I also got to do dishes, so I need to get this stuff done. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So that local place that told me to check back tomorrow or next, like this coming week, which is today, to see if they got in any of those cubicle bins, or the organizers, they did not. So I just ended up ordering one on Target. I was hoping I could just do one at Walmart, but the only ones at Walmart I could find that weren't like the Better Homes and Gardens that were like 80 bucks for the 8 cube one. They had the mainstays, but they only had like 2 different types of like a brown color. Didn't want brown, obviously. So I prefer white, but I would have went with black. Either one would have been fine. So I looked around. I ended up finding one on Target. It's an 8 cube. It's white, so, but I ended up using the Target Red card, got free shipping, saved 5%, and I'm just gonna have it shipped to the house because it's gonna be harder for me to get up to Target and get that loaded into my car. So I just didn't even worry about pickup. I just had it shipped to the store, or shipped to the house, so that when it gets here, it should be here Saturday, I think. So I can start building that either Saturday or Sunday whenever we're home. I don't know if we have any plans Saturday or not. But I got 2 things of hamburger buns today from Dollar General. And then I grabbed 2 things of the Manwich. I don't particularly love the bold. I prefer the mild. And I knew we had 1 can here, but I couldn't remember if it was bold or if it was a mild. It's the original. So I don't know. I'm going to ask Tim if I should use both bolds or do a bold and an original. But generally, I only cook 1 pound of beef with 1 thing of Manwich. But with my brother-in-law staying with us, I obviously need the 2 pounds because he's going to be eating with us as well. So he's going to eat some sloppy joes today too for dinner. So I do need to get the meat pulled out, which is currently what I'm doing. I gotta move this burn pile stand thing. I'm gonna try putting this back up in Ella's room. It's the curtain rod. I'm gonna try putting it back up in her room. I don't know how well it's gonna go because the last time that she had it in her room, she pulled on her curtains and bent the curtain rod. I managed to fix it, but as of right now, her curtains just got back to being shoved up in her window, which I'd love to not have to do, but obviously you gotta do what you gotta do. So like I said, I'm gonna try it again and see if I can't get it to where I don't have to worry about her pulling on it. But with her bed being right there, I don't know. So I'll have to kind of play it by ear, see how it goes. But I'm sure it'll get figured out. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just go back to putting her curtain up in her window like it is currently. My 2 pounds of ground beef. So I vacuum seal all of my meats. Keeps it fresh longer. Less for doesn't get freezer burnt either, honestly. This burger has been in there not too long. Well, yeah, about half a year. 7/29 of 22 is when I packaged this up, and it's still good, not freezer burnt. Like, it's perfect because you suck out all the air out of it, and then I flatten it so that it thaws a lot quicker and a lot easier. So I'll just go put those in the sink for right now. Need to get the chicken put back down in there. However, I think I might move that over. Set the chicken down here. I do need to do a little reorganizing of the deep freezer now, being that I can't reach too far over because the dish thing is right there. But that's no big deal. That's another project for a whole nother day.